What the fox is up, all you internet junkies? I am the Fax Fox, and today it's the second Fax Fox Frightener episode, the hosting game, where I'm going to teach you how to invite some ghosts over to your house for a little shindig. Let's jump down the rabbit hole. Alright, Fox fans, here we go. This is the hosting game, where you are going to invite 3 spirits into your home for a little party, and you will hear them talking. The important thing to remember throughout this game is don't look, but we'll get into that more with the actual rules. As usual with these games, as usual, I've only done one other episode. I just want to say, you probably shouldn't play this game. It's extremely dangerous and could result in something horrible happening. What? I don't know. But something horrible could happen. You've been warned, but I dare you to do it. To play the hosting game, you'll need a few things. Number 1, the most important thing, you need an empty house. You need to be alone in your home or your apartment to play this game. Otherwise, it just won't work. So make sure that you are completely alone before you get started. The other things you need are items to play the actual game. Number 1, you'll need a clock. Number 2, you'll need a pencil and a piece of paper. And number 3, the second most important thing in the whole game, next to being alone in the house, 3 matches. These are going to be your indicators of whether or not the ghosts have accepted your invitation. Preparations. These are the steps you're going to take first to get things going. The first thing you're going to need to do to prepare is pick a room in your house. It must be a fairly small room. It must have really nothing in it. And no windows preferably. This can be a bathroom or a closet, like a walk-in closet would be a really excellent place to do this. But it has to be a fairly small room with no windows. If you do have windows in the room, you gotta black those out. Usually cardboard and duct tape will do the trick. Cover the window, tape it up, no light in the room. It's very important that you do this. That is what's going to become your hosting room, where the ghosts are going to come to get down and have little conversations that you get to listen to. Okay, Fox fans, now that you've got all your preparations done, you've got your items that you need to play the game, let's get into the actual directions to play. Step 1, you're going to want to turn off all electrical devices, anything that can cause noise, TVs, computers, lights, everything needs to turn off. Complete darkness, complete silence. You want to be able to hear the ghosts when they're talking. You don't want anything else to be interfering with that. It's crucial that you turn absolutely everything off. Step 2. This is an important one. Make sure the sun's gone down and it's dark outside. Turn off all the lights in your house except for the light in the hosting room. Now, if your hosting room doesn't have a light bulb in it, put a lamp in there. If you can't put a lamp in there, a candle or a flashlight will do. You just need to have some kind of light source in there. You also want to leave the pen, the piece of paper, and the clock in the hosting room. Step 3, the game has begun. Now you're going to go to the furthest point in your house away from the hosting room. Then you're going to make your way back to the hosting room, stopping at each other room on your way, calling out into the darkness of the room, "I will be ready soon." This is to let those ghosts know that the party's about to start. Step 4. When you get to the hosting room, you're going to take the pencil and the piece of paper and you're going to write the following. You are invited to a gathering hosted by, this is where you're going to put your specific name. It takes place at, write the current time that you have on the clock in this spot. Bring your friends. Now, place the sheet of paper on the floor in the middle of the room. Step 5, go and stand in the doorway facing into the hosting room. Now, call out into the room, "I am ready, you can come in." Step 6, turn off the light to the hosting room, turn around, and take 3 or 4 steps away from the room. Keep your back turned to the room. Step 7, take out your 3 matches. Get one ready. Count from 1 to 10. And on the count of 10, strike that first match. If the match lights on the first strike, say out loud, "I'm glad to see you, thank you for coming." Now, anytime the match does not light on the first strike, you're gonna drop it and you can proceed to the next match if you have one. Step 8, strike the second match. If it lights on that first strike, say out loud again, "I am glad to see you, thank you for coming," and proceed to your next match. Step 9, this is the final step. Strike that third match. If it lights on the first strike, say out loud one more time, "I am glad to see you, thank you for coming." Here is some very important information, because I'm sure you're wondering, what happens if none of the matches light? Before I answer, go down to the comment section and let me know what you think the answer is. Okay, here we go. It is to go immediately to the nearest light source that is not the hosting room. Whatever you do, do not look back behind you at the hosting room at this point. Go to the nearest light source and turn it on, because you have uninvited guests. These could be evil spirits, these could be demons, but it just got real. There's the spine chill. There's the spine chill. It took a while to get here, but it's here, it's here. If you got at least one of your 3 matches to light, it means one of your guests showed up to the party, and now you can just stand there and listen. Listen for any whispers or talking. That's what you should hear. You should hear, if you got 3 matches, you're gonna have 3 spirits that should be interacting with each other. They should be telling stories to each other and conversing with each other, and you'll be able to hear those conversations and the whispers of the spirits. Now, you can participate in the conversation, but do not turn around. That is the key here. Do not turn around. It will break up the party in a bad way. That's all I know about it. Just don't do it. That's the rule. So, you can ask these spirits questions. Any kind of questions that you can come up with. That's kind of the fun part of the game. Once you've got your fill of the ghostly encounter, you've asked your questions, you've heard some stories, you've had your experience, you're good to go, ready to get done with this party. To end the game, you simply need to say, "Thank you for coming, goodbye." Then walk to the nearest light source that's not the hosting room and turn the light on. The party is over and your guests should leave peacefully. Unless you had the uninvited guests that I mentioned before, which could be like demons that want to haunt your soul and drag you down to the netherworld. In that case, sorry about your luck. I miss you. So that's the hosting game. Those are the rules. That's how you play it. If you guys are brave enough to play the hosting game and have the ability to, please do so, and then leave a comment below to let me know how it went and tell me your specific hosting game story. I want to hear about it. If you have any other questions about the hosting game, also ask those in the comments. I'd be glad to answer them. Other than that, I want you guys to remember to hit that like button, leave a comment below to let me know what you thought about this show, or give me suggestions for future episodes that I'll more than likely cover. Don't forget to put your paws on that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel so you know when future episodes of What the Fox are coming out. And don't forget, we still have 3 more Fax Fox Frighteners on the 25th, the 27th, and the 30th, Devil's Night. So don't miss those episodes. Until next time, I'm the Fax Fox saying, Fox off.